Dan here with Big House in the Little Woods. Now that the pole shed is up and we are starting to put things inside, we thought it would be a good idea to have some sort of a workbench or work surface area installed on the back wall of the shed, near the tractor and underneath the window. We also want it to be sturdy as we will be using it for a variety of different projects. Easy access is important, so we intend to have it located near the backside service entrance door. Initially, I found these brackets that we had purchased for another application but never used, so I thought it might be good to pull them out and see if they would work. Ultimately, I felt that they would not provide the rigid support for the workspace we needed. The solution to our search for a bracket that would meet our needs led us to Scott Systems, who recently brought their PostRack Bracket to market. This bracket is intended to mount directly to our existing pole frame structure and provide the heavy-duty, rigid workspace that we wanted. It also will allow us to keep the area underneath the workspace clear versus a traditional workbench that would have legs or even brackets that would limit clearance on either side. Each unit includes one bracket along with the required hardware to properly fasten the lumber. The hardware is pre-packaged by Fastenal and includes the correct amount of leg screws to attach shelving on either side of the bracket, if you intend to use both sides for your storage needs. There are also very clear instructions as to how the bracket should be installed. For our application, we will need two brackets. So let's take a closer look at the bracket. First of all, the mounting plate can adjust wide enough to fit 4-ply verticals or just shy of 6.5 inches. It will also fit 3-ply vertical laminated posts, such as for our application. Or if you have a more traditional 6x6 post frame, it will fit that as well. What's interesting with this bracket is because it's adjustable, it will allow for smaller usage down to a 4x4 post, if used with a 2x4 vertical spacer on the face of the post to allow the bracket to still fit properly, as it needs at least 5 inches to mount to the post, as seen here. So as I'm going to demonstrate here, there are 2 bolts with nuts that temporarily hold the 2 pieces of the mounting plate in place and allow you to adjust it for your specific application. Here are the 6 pre-drilled areas on the mounting plate of the bracket that will be used to fasten the provided leg screws to properly secure the bracket to the post. There are 2 holes on each side of the plate and also 2 holes in the face plate to mount the bracket. The side plate on the mounting bracket measures about 11 inches. After initially handling the bracket, I was impressed with the weight and amount of steel that was used to manufacture this product. It is very heavy duty and well constructed. Here is another look at the bracket from the side. As you can see, there are already pre-drilled holes that will be used to fasten the 2x4 supports once the bracket is installed. So here is the plan and the intended design of these brackets. We are going to mount 4 2x4s for support horizontally between the brackets, and once those are cut to size, we will install 2 2x12s on the top for a solid work surface. Part of the versatility of this bracket is that the opposite side could be used to extend the work surface or the storage capacity with an additional bracket. Of course, please follow all safety instructions when installing this bracket, which are posted for easy reference right on the side of the mounting plate. Well, it's time for me to read the instructions one more time and verify what we will need for tomorrow as we plan on installing these brackets and constructing our very own extreme heavy-duty workbench. Here's a quick list of items that we will need for our project in addition to the 2 brackets. We will need 4 2x4s with an appropriate length that will provide support for our work surface and fit between the 2 brackets once installed. We will also need 2 2x12s. Again, that will be an appropriate length to fit between the 2 brackets. A tube of construction adhesive, which can be a PL400 or similar, along with a handful of 2.5-inch deck screws to allow us to fasten the 2x12s to the 2x4 supports. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for additional videos that will follow us through the construction and assembly process.